It is showtime when I get this all right. Hey, I like this new setup because like I haven't been on like I was on just before with Mike, my writer friend Mike, and and we did a stream about an hour long and just talking about his new book that's coming out here. So I'm just going to put that up so you guys can see if you can support him. He is a great guy. He's a good friend of mine. He's one of the guys that actually got me out of my shell because I'd been away for like dealing with depression for 2 years and melancholy and all that. And he was one of the first people I met on my way out. I mean, on my way back into the world. So I'm really, he's someone I really appreciate. And he's got a book. He's crowdfunding right now on Boosted. It's a New Zealand Arts Foundation crowdfunding thing, part of the government, where they put, they there's a whole lot of things around it. We did that. We used it a couple of years ago for crowdfunding our, finances for our what was it called? Our convention. At that point, it was around during COVID, and it was really hard to get finances, and so we did that. And so, welcome to the chat. I'm a bit mumbly here. I'm trying to get myself sorted out. Usually, I have a whole 5 minutes of songs, but I thought, hey, let's just put a little bit of song on, and then just get into it. I do. I've been playing around with AI music, which I don't really like AI, but I want to learn how to play some of the riffs it's going up, but on my bass, and then write my own lyrics to it, and then learn from that. So that's actually me performing it about my own superhero, Incredible. So thank you guys for joining me today. This is a bit of impromptu. I wasn't going to do anything apart from the mic thing, but this morning, this huge friggin' package arrived. I'm just want to make sure I don't show anybody's, dox anybody here, especially not friends. So this huge package arrived, and I was totally blown away because I was asleep. I went to sleep around about 7 in the morning and got woken up at 8 because I was up all night because I wanted to have a good rest to do the live stream with Mike because I don't like to be kind of tired when I'm doing it. But I usually work during the night, so now it's about 4:30 here in the afternoon in New Zealand. But got the knock, and then I was like putting on my pants because I came out of bed, right? So looked outside, and there was this big package lying there on my sofa because I have a sofa on my balcony, and I'm like, that's interesting. I wasn't expecting something that big. So what is it? And then I'm like, holy heck! I'm looking at the weight of it because I know when we got our yeah, man, it did. I don't know when you sent it because I sent a package last week to you. Was it last week? I think it was last week. So I'm not sure when. I was hoping it'll get to you by Christmas. So this I don't know when you sent this, but this is great, man. Thank you so much. I actually want to play this, play this thing that hopefully people. Where is it? That I shared online the other day because I was watching a live stream from Korea. I don't understand Korean. I don't speak it, but in the chat, I could make out. I mean, people were sometimes writing in English, like especially people from overseas, non-Koreans, and even Koreans would sometimes type in, this is what he's saying or this is what it's about. And so I was watching the stream, and had to do with this racist guy, and I've done a video about it, so you can check that out. I've done like a response video as well. So I'm going to play this that reaction, and that's exact reaction I had to getting this because hey, usually it's me buying for myself or buying for somebody else, um, and I was just quite surprised that this is that I was, you know, that I was receiving a huge package in the mail, because I did not expect this. All I know is that when I was talking to Nathaniel, right? I do check out his channel, and I'll put a link there soon. Uh, I was expecting a T-shirt because that's all he said. He said, "Hey, I'm gonna, what's your T-shirt size, right?" And I said, "Medium or large," And so I was quite surprised to see something 1 week, man. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, that's wicked, dude. So this is my reaction I had to that video. I mean, that he had to what was happening with him, right? So I want to show you that this is exactly my reaction because that's why I clipped that one because I was like, hey, man, someone is doing something great for this guy. And if you look into this dude and his channel, you'll find out that he's basically a hero right now. He's an ex-military guy, special forces, who basically did what everybody around the world feels like they should do. I mean, of course, we don't want to give it violence, but some people who are out there creating violence through harassing and through victimizing people who are polite, who just don't want to turn around and smash somebody. He was willing to get arrested and did it in front of the police station. So he would get arrested after having done what he's done. So, but the reaction is that everybody around the world is happy about this, right? Nobody's unhappy about what he did. And he's not the only one, but he's the one who actually did it in front of the police. So it's like, yeah, I'm willing to do if I'm willing to do the crime, I'm willing to do the time, right? And so what happened was like during this stream, it was like went off for ages because he just drives around his car, walks around, and that's his dream, right? And then suddenly 100 million won. That's like a $1,500 US, if I remember right. I think that's what, let me just make sure I got that right. I actually put a post out. Yeah. $1,449 US. Now, in New Zealand dollars, I'm just going to bring that up so I can make sure I've got the correct sums in New Zealand dollars because I know that's right about 250. That's 2,500 New Zealand. If you really think about it, that's like for me, that's a good day. If I'm getting that on my what do we call it, like on a crowdfunding for my comic book, that's a good day because I can pay for the comic and I can pay for my artist, right? So yeah, I think I'm right about the amount there. Let me just doesn't want to do it. Yo, paste, I should say. But I know this is getting a bit long, but I just want to draw a picture here, yeah, right? So you guys I'm a storyteller, so you got to expect that. So it's actually for $2,422 New Zealand, give or take $23 because it's 95 cents, right? So, and here's what's crazy about this. It cost 150 US to send to me just for postage. And I kind of like afraid of something as a comic book creator. There's a thing that it's like something that like you feel like wish it wasn't there. It just wish it just didn't exist, that you could just pay a normal flat fee for whatever it is. And like if it's comic book, hey, it's $5 around the world, right? For freight. But like the other day I sent something was $30 New Zealand. So it's different. I think it's about $20 US or something like that, just for freight. And I sent one for Sweden, and I sent to my $20 just to Australia, which is like about 3 hours in a plane. And it's like that's twice the times from New Zealand. And it's 3 times the time from New Zealand to elsewhere outside of Australia, outside the Pacific. So it's kind of like hurts the for people who do crowdfunding, right? I'm sorry for looking down. There's a mic in front of me, and I'm not used to that. So I'm like, I got to get used to having the mic on now because I never used to have mic. So now we're broadcasting on Twitter as well as on Facebook as well as on here, of course. So yeah, and I mean, I was looking at it. I didn't open it, so because I went back to bed thinking, man, this is just like the crazy thing, and I'm like trying to like figure out. I know I kind of feel like I know what it is, but I don't look at it because I don't want to like look at what's inside it. I want to open it on stream so you guys could But I felt like this dude, so I'm gonna and how he when he started getting 101. 1 million won is like $1,000, right? So it's 1.5 US, right? So it's 2.5 New Zealand. So that's pretty crazy because they do it by thousands. But throughout the night, he would have got about 10 million won, right? So that's about over $10,000 US that he got just from people, and not anywhere else but just in Korea, because everybody feels this hatred for this gentleman, intense hatred for this despicable human being named Johnny Somali. And like I said, I've done a video there. You can check it out. But this is, him, because everybody else is just like doing it like a 1-1, which is like about $1.50 or something, and then boom,
가정을 지키십시오, 선배님. 아직 벌금 안 내요. 아직 벌금 안 내고 담당 검사님만 좀 지금 된 상태고요. 약 먹으면 졸려요, 이거. 뭐야!
벌금 내가 내줄게. 이걸로 내자 속이 시원하다.
가정을 지키십시오, 선배님. 아직 벌금 안 내요. 아직 벌금 안 내고 담당 검사님만 좀 지금 된 상태고요. 약 먹으면 졸려요, 이거. 뭐야!
벌금 내가 내줄게. 이걸로 내자 속이 시원하다.
So that was 2, right? So that was 2 million. So because I missed the first one, 1 million won, right? Then it got to 2, so that's 3K, and it just kept going. And I'm like, whoa, it's like, sorry, that was 1,500. Then it was like 1 million won, so it's about 750. And the thing was that, mentioned in the video the other day, that people feel this strongly about what's happening with the racism in Korea from a foreigner. And I also put a video out by Francois, and he, reaction to that, talking about how he feels as a foreigner now, being in Korea. And there's another person doing the same. There's a lot more people doing this because they want clout, right? And it's just kind of sad, because there's better ways of doing stuff to be famous, like be creative. Art is one of the great ways. But I think anybody can grab us. It's easy doing this, man. Like, I can just jump on and do this. It's easy doing this. But being creative and doing that, it's just hard, tougher. And any artist can tell you that. So the best thing is, don't be a nuisance. Like, nobody likes being a nuisance. And so people here are rewarding this gentleman. I can't remember his name, but his channel, if you just put up Johnny Somali, you'll see him. Now, this is cool. I got some baking boards. I've been meaning to buy some baking boards, because we got to do some, back some comic books within the thing. So I'm quite thankful for that straight away. It's cool. So this goes here. Greetings from the USA. Thanks for listening to the stream and remembering art and music always matter. That is awesome. Hold it up, all right? It's cool. All right, let's go. Now, I want to go with the records last, but there's food here. Holy hell. Holy crap. Dude, I've always kind of wanted this, like, way back when. Like, I really always kind of wanted this, but I never got around to getting it. To be honest, it's the Misfits, right? And it's because, like, back in the day, Metallica used to wear Misfits, right? T-shirts and stuff. So that, because when I was like thinking about the T-shirt, I was like, what sort of T-shirts is he going to get me? Because he said he wanted my size. And so I am going to, for 1 minute, right? I'm just going to, like, take off this one and put it on. So give me 1 second. All right, I am back. So check it out. All right. So as I was saying, like, with Metallica, with the early days, I was like really, really, really thinking of getting this one, and also wanted like the Danzig horn one, right? But I never got it because it's kind of like one of those things you do. You're like, that's the one I want, but you always get to the other one, right? Like, I had like Metallica t-shirts, I had Megadeth t-shirts, Iron Maiden, you know, I think I might have had a Motorhead one, but like it's the one that was always not there when I wanted it in the shops or something. But dude, like there's a way a lot of stuff in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go piece by piece. As you've seen, I've got my postcard now, and I've got a $2 US, which is pretty cool because that'll be added. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's my size, right? I was like, I don't know if the medium or if the large is what I, what will fit. But look, this is perfect. This is because I'm usually when I'm on here, I'm always worrying about my neck showing, and if I'm like this and like that. And if you notice me when I'm on live, I mean when I'm streaming, you always see me trying to move, kind of this way, so it's like square. But because I wear whatever t-shirt I can get my hands on that I like, I'll just put that on. But I don't like but this is perfect. This is really so cool. So $2 US going into my I'm going to have to get a little frame so I can actually put it on the wall because I like having frames of stuff, and so this is amazing gift, man. This is so cool. It will now go into the display cabinet here for the time being until I can right there until I can get a little frame exact size as that. I think I have a whole bunch of frames, but I want one that's exact size, right? So next up, coming to a theater near you, The Cult. Now, I'm not sure what movie this is. I mean, I know it's a movie, but like, let's see what we got. I gotta switch this down, get that keyboard on here. I've got I had to buy a new keyboard this week because the cord on the thing is different. So the one I use on the bed is different to the one here. And so I keep getting my fingers mixed up all the time. So the Cult, wait. Is it a movie or is it just like a oh wow. Wait, is this it here? Nathaniel, is this it here? Oh, it is too. Look at that. It's awesome. I love collecting things like this. When I was like, this is how because I'm into design, right? So I have like plastic bags full of this sort of stuff, right? Paraphernalia or whatever you want to call it, flyers, because I'm always about design. Like I always like to look at, some stuff like this because I'm into logo design. So this is awesome. What in God's name are they doing? Cult. Okay. What if they got a trailer? Let's go find a trailer. So when a young man falls for a seductive but mentally unstable fortune teller, he begins to suspect her family is hiding a diabolical secret. Peter Hayaguchi. Okay, it sounds is it Japanese? Hayaguchi? No. I think I know this guy. Where do I know his work from? Let me see if I can find hold on. Where are we? Let's try that one. See if I can find a trailer so we can watch a bit of a trailer. All right. Found it. Bring it in. Yeah, I'm going to go through the one by one. Let me just bring this up here. But this is what Nathaniel said. For those who are listening, so yeah, he said movie as far as I know. So flyers and stickers and stuff are rando stuff I grabbed that look cool. Yeah, man, they do. Yeah, I love this sort of stuff. Like seriously, I've got stuff everywhere like that. Like look, right as I was saying. This is from a t-shirt that my niece bought me, so I ripped it off and I put it aside. So I'm sure there's more stuff around. Um, oh yeah, postcard and stuff, right? Like bits and pieces, like signed photos when we had Snyder, Scott Snyder, or somebody that come in into New Zealand. Of course, like stuff like this. They used to give them away at Armageddon and stuff. So I just grabbed a whole bunch and I had them all signed. So that was pretty cool. Yeah. So I love grabbing this sort of stuff. And I actually they gave me a whole bunch of free ones. Like I wanted one for myself, but I said, oh, can I have a bit more for my shop? And goes, oh yeah, cool. So I got a whole bunch of them for the shop, but over time we closed and people, weren't that much into the comics. They were more into the manga. We found out. Well, I found out. But yeah, so, but it was there to give away. I might actually, if anybody else wants to, over time wants to, when we go back out, I'll have it on the tables and let people, be choosing them, because especially Derek Robertson, who's the artist on The Boys. People probably know him now because of the art being more famous for The Boys, right? Because of that, then as an artist. So this is that horror movie.
You should stop by my shop at some point and get a tarot read.
Oh.
Are you a mutt?
I feel like we've had this conversation before.
No, I don't think so. Yeah. Shuffle the deck and I'll get you that popsicle.
Oh. Yeah, I don't really want a tarot card read.
What'd you come here for then?
'Cause you invited me?
I'm watching you. Woman in a green dress is going to offer you your dream job.
That's really specific. How does this card tell you that a woman in a green dress is going to offer me my dream job?
Better be careful.
What?
I think I saw Elmer Fudd running around here earlier. It's rabbit season,
Have you met Uncle Walter?
Lily, my granddaughter.
He took my brain, he turned it inside out and back outside in.
She looks like an angel, but she has a little devil inside.
Wanna draw with me?
Is that your church?
Yeah.
To the service of the light.
What does it say?
It says that we're soulmates and I'm going to have your baby.
And they eat babies. You need to have Jesus in your heart.
Have you seen anyone other than me?
So that was this, right? Did I hold up? Oh no, I'm holding it up wrong. Right. So that was this. So that's a movie that's coming out soon. Looked pretty interesting. I remember that the elderly guy with the gray white hair, from some movie, because he's been in quite a few. So next up, got some stickers, or shall we? Oh, we'll go for the flyers first, right? Here's a cool. That looks. Oh, I'm gonna open it. That's it. So the Spets is from the local. It's just been September 28th. Advanced stores. Cedar Cultural Center. Is that Minnesota as well? Minnesota. So that's. I love the design artwork that that I like the bands put out and concert halls put out and stuff for that venues. They just, yeah, man, it's these are things that got me into art. Like really, really do stuff crazy. Like, growing up with Iron Maiden, drawing Iron Maiden over and over again. I mean, I don't draw that much loosely anymore. It's all digital. But like, right. So yeah, Nathaniel says that it's yeah, it's Minnesota local shows. Awesome. Yeah, it's like record albums is what really got me into excited about art. I mean, like before that, I wasn't really doing much. I wasn't even cartooning, right? But I would draw Iron Maiden's Eddie all the time. And then later, it was like getting inspired by Clive Barker, right, from Hellraiser and stuff, and doing like mutilated bodies and faces and stuff like that, hanging off hooks, like from the Midnight Meat Train, right? If you remember that that book, and then that movie starring a English actor. He's quite a solid actor, but like Midnight Meat Train is like really gruesome, and yeah, so that sort of this sort of stuff is always inspiration for me, for my teens, and even now, I just love the line work. If you notice, like the line work around and the shading and stuff, any artist will know. You can, depending on the art style, you can actually tell an artist just by the line work that they put out. Like I can always tell if Shane has done anything because I know that Shane's line work, right? I can always tell his style by just seeing his line work on art. It's like when you can look at Frank Miller, it's Frank Miller. Jim Lee, it's Jim Lee. Or who's the other guy? Hellboy, right? You always know. Yeah, Midnight Meat Train. Hey, I was just thinking about checking out whether we should check out the trailer. So might as well, the Midnight Meat Train. Vinnie Jones, that's it. It's Vinnie Jones, that tough guy, English tough guy, right? So I wasn't meaning this to be a long stream, so I think might as well make it one since I haven't done it for a while, right? So this is the Midnight Meat Train, Clive Barker, and like this is like about maybe late 80s when the book came out, right? Must be late 80s. But the movie came out later. But I do remember Dad getting pissed off at me because I was drawing. I mean, I'm in the lounge with my sketchbook and I'm drawing mutilated bodies. He's going, what the hell's going on with them? And then later, like we were like around about 94, we used to, there was about 4 of us artists living in the same house, and I would get clay, and we'd like basically I would make tablets, relief, like tiles, I should say, not tablets. Tablets, probably the same thing, but like it's about this big, right? A3 size, but we never fired it because of just the moving and stuff, and it got left at the house. But 6 of them with all these brutal looking things, like just like ears cut off, face all mutilated on these tablets. But I never actually fired it or glazed it or anything. It just remained as a dry piece of clay at the bottom in the garage. And when we moved, I forgot all about it. It really sucked. But this is, of course, the Midnight Meat Train, based on Clive Barker's movie. So check this out. It's R8.
What interests you?
The city. Because no one's ever captured it. Not the way it really is. That's my goal. That's my dream.
Then you're failing. The next time you find yourself at the heart of the city, stay put. Keep.
It began with a photograph. A single act of unthinkable evil.
What happened?
I saw it.
Take your pictures to the cops.
I wasn't stalking her.
But you did continue to photograph.
These represent missing people for the last 3 years.
The only way to make it stop
I followed them into the subway. He butchers them like cattle. They never find the remains because he unloads the meat somewhere.
is to go for the ride.
I got a train to catch.
Midnight Meat Train.
I'm a huge Barker fan, right? Really. It's like I went from Stephen King to Clive Barker. It's one of those things, one of those jumps from like going from safe sort of like horror to like aggressive Hellraiser, gore and blood and Evil Dead. And yeah, so yeah, like I said, it's this sort of stuff, man. It brings me back in memories of that. Now some more like we were talking about. Another one that's pretty gruesome. This is Hardcore Matinee, War Plague. This looks like death metal, just because of the logo. Oh, here we go. That sort of thing. You're supposed to be like death metal. It's like you can't sort of tell. You got to really think about the band. It's like the kind of like that in crowd thing. Now, a couple more. In the old days, like in the 80s and 90s, man, this was like everywhere in New Zealand. Not so much now because the venues are very like there's not enough venues anymore because of COVID. I was watching a Ticketmaster and Live Nation documentary about how the monopoly that there's only like Ticketmaster and Live Nation are just one thing now, and they monopolize all venues, and venues are like having to. They get overcharged and charged and charged and charged and charged for all sorts of things. And a lot of venues that basically got destroyed and no longer are venues. They're just like pubs now because they can't afford to have a live act in there who's tied up with, like with sort of like Ticketmaster and Live Nation. Even like the other day, I was like thinking, man, it'll be cool to go see Iron Maiden or Metallica's coming next year. I'm like, look at the price. It's like $200. Well, yeah, it's $200. Then I got to pay for travel. Then I probably have to stay the night. Then I got to pay for food. At the end of like it's doubles in price. And I'm like, what happened to like being able to afford to go see your favorite bands, right? I mean, I remember being able to go see Sepultura, right? As a student, I was able to go see Sepultura and Sacred Right in 91, I think it was. No, 94. I remember going to see Pantera, right? Around about 93. Yeah, it must be around 94 that time. And then now I'm like, I don't even think I want to go because I can't afford to. I'd rather just buy the album or buy the record or buy a t-shirt instead. Because, at least people know that that's the band I'm into or that's what I am listening to. And it doesn't really matter if I go to a concert or not. It's on my ears all the time anyway. So yeah, it kind of sucks about like the price of concerts being so dear, right? The last one I went to, I paid $40 locally, in a restaurant cafe type setting with a venue outside with a stage. I was happy I went to that. See, $40 is okay, even $50, or maybe even $60, right? But it's kind of feels like how does like the average person want to go see their favorite band unless you're paying $200-300, right? And some of them, like, depending where you want to, what you want from it, it can go up to $1,000 or more, right? Right. So Sonora from Minnesota, band from Minnesota, I guess. I wonder if from Indiana. And I'm not going to be able to say it. Indianapolis. Indiana. No, I'm not going to be able to say that. So that's another band, and Strange Frequency, Sludge Noise. Strange Frequency sounds like sludge noise rock. So, and then emo gaze. So Mare Miko is emo gaze. It's like the interesting genres within genres within genres. You know, that music has become, right? Before it was just like, hey, I play heavy metal, I play hard rock, speed, thrash, death. Then came grunge, then came like sludge grunge, then it came stoner grunge, then came stoner metal, then came grindcore, metalcore, hardcore. I personally don't like hardcore because of all the violence in it, right? Like you can't really enjoy music and all you're doing is trying to hit people. That's what happened to me at the last concert. Like that, I paid $40 when I decided I don't want to go to a live concert again because there's like all this room and I'm only at the front with my camera because I want, because I came to see them and I want to take some clips for, so that people would see how amazing this band is. And then I'm there with my cane and this guy keeps bumping in. I'm like, dude, you got all that space. Stop coming bumping into me. I'm just chilling out here myself, enjoying the music. I haven't seen a thrash metal band alive for ages, for years actually, and just ruined it for me. Like, all I could think was like, one more time you come to me, I'm going to pick up this can, lift up this can and smack you across the head, and I'll be fine with that. That's why it's like that's why like these people who walk around. Oh yeah, that's what kind of reminded me, like with that guy at the start there. He was saying, oh, and you watched and you filmed like in that movie, right? Like the trailer goes, and I wasn't like creeping on her, I wasn't stalking her, but you filmed her, right? And this is where we're at, right? It feels like that Meat Train was like the movies like trying to show us what we're like now, especially in the kind of like the streamer scene on the live, like RL in real life streaming on the street. It's like you watch these things and then you take part in harassing people and then you pretend it's not, you didn't do it. And like, the person there's going, but you took part in it, didn't you? You filmed it, didn't you? You recorded, didn't you? You behaved this way. It's like, oh, no, we didn't do anything. So that's reference to like the earlier thing about Johnny Somali, right? Salami, because everybody wants to get a cut of him now. So now this is cool. This is pretty cool. We never had, I don't think we got any of this here in New Zealand. Be a community, think, listen, speak, lead with love. The lockdown has got to go. I love this. I need to frame this as well. This is going to be cool. It's a sticker, but it feels like a sticker, but was it just, oh no, it is a sticker. Yeah, it's a sticker. So the gun violence in schools must stop. Check out this tune and discuss ways to make your school and street safer. The Lockdown by Territories. Check it out. So that's another sticker. Well, that's one sticker because we've got a whole bunch of stickers here, but I want to go with the flyers. This is cool. So this is a convention, immersive fan convention, the Uncanny Experience flyer for that. This is from this was just happened. So it's December in Minnesota. So if you're in Minnesota or around that area and want to take part in the conventions, man, check that out. That looks cool. So next year, plan for it next year, right? You always got to plan ahead with these things, especially if you want to take part in it, if you want to cosplay, if you want to have art there, if you want to sell products, plushies, toys, whatever, whatever you're doing, even t-shirts, right? If you're doing cool t-shirts like this, making your own t-shirts to sell, or your to bring awareness to your comic book, to your character, to film, movies. I know here, at Armageddon, I bought books, like novels and stuff, graphic novels, drawings, artwork from people, just kids, right? Buying a little $3 comic from a photocopied, stapled, 4 pages I think it was 10 pages of hand-drawn, colored pencil comic, because you're like, I want to encourage that kid, right? And then I went and showed my nephew. I said, look, this is where you can go if you keep up with your art. But this is just a starting point for you. You can get better and better at it, and then people will pay you for your art. All right, another sticker. Let's break that up. So this is Pinball Bar Lit, and it is Minneapolis. Established 2017. I love black and white stickers, man. They really stick out. I mean, like not stick out, but I mean, like it really stands out against the black background. I did I got sent a white background succubus for a cover for our upcoming horror comic, Templeton, that my artist from a fantasy comic, Zealandia, did, and said, "Hey, you can use this, right?" And I said, "Yeah, man, yeah." So then I sent it. Then I did a rework of the background and cleaned up like all the white dust that you have, like around the drawing or illustration, colored illustration. Took out all the white and put in like a gray black background so that it could stick out more. And he was like, "Oh, I love it," because like I said, it really white really looks good on black, and even any color looks good on black because it's just such a even if you're doing white, it sticks out as well. But black is this really kind of like, I guess, a dark screen. If you don't know it, you know what I'm talking about. So this is this Dissident Clone. It's like a band. A lot of these, bands. I'm sure they've got like, what I like about YouTube, and I've always said this, right, and I keep saying this, is that now you can just check out whatever name you hear or whatever somebody's talking about in your Facebook or sharing on Mofos or Metal, right? Or these are Facebook groups that I'm part of. That you can basically, I instantly, if somebody tells me a name or says, "Oh, this," and I'll go look it up, and then I go, "Oh, hey, here's the music from them." I get this clip and I go put it on there because I'm like, now I'm part of it. Now I've shared the music. Now we've we're appreciating what's going on and what's being shared out there. I think this is what I really love about the good side of of streaming of the internet. Where you can be a party and to something you've never heard before, or or be a part of some you that you weren't aware of, or band, or something that you didn't know you'd actually like until you hear it because somebody shared it. So this is Dissident Clone. So this is never heard of them before until this moment that Nate sent me the sticker. So this is Victory Gin, Dissident Clone.
Second newest new one. No name.
So this it's these guys. So that's the album Civilized, right? So yeah, sorry, I had to mute myself because my headphone broke. So every time I play something, it'll reverb back. I mean, repeat back into there, so you get double sound. So next up, is that another sticker? No, feels like a sticker. Nope. No, it is a sticker. It's very weirdly cut, so you can't tell if it's a sticker or not. There you go. So this is what I mean. It's weirdly cut. So like the white frame, it's inside the white frame rather than the outside thing. Actually, no, my mistake. It's actually properly cut, but yeah, this is Dub FX. So Thinking Clear, new album available now. Digital, CD, and vinyl. Rad. I love stickers, man. So, all right. Another sticker. This is Dimitri Martin, stand-up comedian. Oh, stand-up comedian. Comedy Central. I think I've heard of this dude. Right? Dimitri Martin. So, let's pop in. Dimitri Martin. So this is him showing off his art. So this is pretty cool. He's a comedian and artist, I guess, maybe.
And they were quite good. And I was wondering if you brought any this time.
I appreciate that, Conan. I did bring some drawings. I've been working a lot on my art, and I think hopefully I've taken a step up in my artistic ability from the last time I was on the show. So I don't know where I put the drawings.
I think there are those drawings right there. Yeah.
That's them.
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay. These are professional drawings, so I'm not trying to show off or anything here. This is just art that I do.
Okay.
So I think that's right. Okay.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, so this is the first work. This is a cinnamon roll or a dog shit.
Yeah, I'll go with cinnamon roll.
It's from the top there.
Yeah. This is an interesting one. Here we go.
Okay, this is more of a nature drawing. This is drunk ants. kind of drunk.
That's enough of that. Otherwise, I'm going to get what is it, copyright strike from TBS. Now, all right. So I'm going to go through this quickly because I know we want to get to some, don't want to keep you guys here long, but some more really cool stickers. This is ucbcomedy.com. That's pretty cool. I love design work, man. Like you guys know, I've said enough, but yeah, I just do, and it's just look at this. This is Cryptkeeper, Crypticon Minneapolis. This is amazing con first and reunions. Check that out. So if you missed out this year, make sure to check out next year. This is it's in September through to it's a weekend of September, right? Thursday through to the 15th. So 13, 14, 15. So yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Man, there's some pretty amazing guests. Tales of the Crypt, Super Freddy, Darth Vader, Freddy and Chica, Crypt Keeper, of course, Ghostface. But man, and Frau. Okay, so next up, another con. Here's the thing, right? So recently, a friend of ours, Greg Harms, right? And he started a new convention, and let me see if I should be able to get him on the con on Facebook. He started a new convention. I think it's Boomtown Convention. And that's happening next year, right? So I'm really excited about that because it's in Texas. That's where my my publishers and my friends based, right? Rising Sun Comics is based. So I'm hoping that we're all taking part in that. So hopefully my comic will be there, and hopefully number 2 of my comic, or maybe Incredible number 1 and number 2 might be published by that time. We actually haven't started coloring it yet because it took a while to get a colorist sorted that similar in style to our previous colorist. So Boomtown is on the here we go. Let me bring up this. So you got to support your local conventions, man, because doesn't matter what the size is, you really got to support your local conventions because that's where you grow your communities, right? So it's on the Sunday, the 23rd of March, 2025 next year. So you got a whole, what is that? 5 months to go check, get yourself ready. It's in Borgia, Texas, United States, right? So look, you've already got 319 people interested, 5 months out, or 6 months out, I should say, when this was started up. So you got the map there. I'll put a link in the chat for the Facebook events group, because I think, it's really important as a convention runner, right? You can see plunge up here, right? I'm not doing it anymore because I had my 5 years, and I'm finding now my body's a bit more painful and lethargic to what I wanted to do. So that's why I haven't been streaming either. It's just like the more sitting up, the more walking around, making it worse. But do please go check check out this link. Go check out, find out what it's all about. Because like I said, it's important to support these events, right? Because if you don't, they don't succeed, and then all that money that's been spent on that, you know, like as a convention runner, I know what it's like and how much work it takes to run something locally. And the time, I mean, it takes me like 6 months to put on a day show, right? Because I got to do all the design work, I got to arrange all the people, I got to make all the emails, all the response, advertising. It's just crazy. By the time of it, on that day, I'm just sitting there walking around, making sure everybody's all right, then having a lunch, and then that's it, and then bringing your stuff home and dead for the next day, especially with my health. It usually takes me about a day or two to recover after that. So I understand, how tough it is to start up a convention or an event, and every first year is the hardest, and then in the second year, people expect you to do more, or they won't come because you don't have some big name to it. It's tough running events, it's just so people make the events happen, right? It's not the who comes to it like big names. It's actually people who are there that make it happen. When you come dressed up, when you have your cosplay on, when you bring your art, when you're talking to the people, and you get inspired and you go away, you decide to do art, right? The last 5 years that we put our event on, I've noticed so much more people getting into comics locally. I've noticed more people getting into podcasting because we had live podcasting there. I've noticed more people wanted to write, get involved in the community because of what we did there. And I can see that because I see the groups pop up now, right? I've actually had people copy my convention and put up a convention themselves, because after seeing it done for 5 years, they're like, oh, we can do it as well. And that's all good, right? And because someone like me who's got health issues can't do it forever. And even when I was doing it, I was saying, hey, I want the younger kids to take over from me, right? But I'm like, I'm a one-man show when it comes to this event. So, and then I have my friends on the day come in and help out, and all the volunteers. So, if you're in Borgia, Texas, please reach out to Greg, at Boomtown, and links in the chat, right? It's basic, for the Facebook page. Go check it out. Get in touch with them if you want to be a volunteer, even if you're just outside of Borgia, right? Because I mean, it is costly to travel around now, right? Hopefully not anymore, right? Because of what the change that we've just seen happen over in the US, which is great for the world, to be honest. I'm at the bottom, and I'll watch someone like me who's like always about learning and research and stuff. I'm always watching the rest of the world, right? So I watch news from Britain, I watch news from Korea, China, Thailand, Philippines, Australia, because in the islands when it shows up, right? Fiji, and local, right? Because I want to know what's going on so that I can, when I speak, I actually know what I'm talking about. Because I always hate it when people hypocritical about something and they don't even know. Like if I'm talking about the meat, Midnight Meat Train, and I haven't even read the book, or if I haven't seen the movie and I'm talking about it, goes, oh yeah, it's got all this. I don't like that sort of thing. I want people to be able to talk about something from a place of knowledge about that. Anyway, that's enough out of me. So America loves cocks. This is the Dewey Cox story. John C. Riley. This is cool. This is April 8th. This came out a few years ago, but this is for the Blu-ray. So I guess they're going to Blu-ray and I'm just want to see if I've got one here. I thought I had one here, and the Extreme Blu-ray, right? The black Blu-ray casing. Is that it here? I know. I thought I had a X-Men one here somewhere before, but I moved it around because it's just so chock-a-block. It's hard to like find a place in this space for stuff. If you saw this room, it's like meter, 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 meter. That's it, and everything else is junk. I mean, not junk, but everything I love all around me. Anyway, so another convention is 4Con. This is this comes out. When does this come out? October. We're in November, so gonna have to plan for that next year, guys. This is cool. So I can actually, when I stream next time, would like have a list of what cons are coming. I might actually put up a little. I've got a whiteboard, so I might just write it up there. So when we stream, we can say, "Hey, this is what's happening there. This is what's happening there," so people can be aware and get ready for that. So this Falcon Heights, Snelling Ave. Where is it? Minnesota State Fairgrounds. Yeah, so keep an eye on for that for next year, guys. All right, radio station. This is cool. Look at that. So this Radio Without Boundaries, K5. And as you guys, if you've been a long time viewer of this channel, you know that I've been a radio DJ on 2 different stations. I used to do a religious Sunday morning show way back when, and then on top of that, I used to do like an alternate music thing, alternative music thing. Nothing that was on pop music. I mean, on normal standard radio, pop stations, and I would just play like metal, thrash, whatever. And then later, like in 2018, when I came back into the world, I'd like to say, came out of my blue period after 2 years away. I had like a geek, it was called Geek Out Metal, and so that was a Geek Out Metal show and Geek Out with Malfunction, right? So I had 2 hours of metal. We used to bring in bands and talk to them, and then play metal from around the world and talk about the bands and a bit about them. And then same with like the day show, which was like the Wednesday show, was 2 hours with Geek Out, just stuff about pop culture, comics, movies, and stuff on the radio. So yeah, I love, radio is important, man, because when you're just driving around your car and you can't have a video playing, can't have YouTube playing unless you just listen to it, right? But you can't watch it. So it's having the radio playing in your car or whatever, it's just such a cool thing. So you can't, we need radio, and we need radio to play a lot of good music, right? Radio Without Boundaries. Also remember, like, just got reminded Without Boundaries, like when I got confined to bed, like couldn't move at all, like in 2007, 8, after 6 months after my car accident, and I was just like, you cannot work. I would just lie in bed and listen to online radio, like on internet radio, because it'd be cool just having that. And then like, yeah, I haven't thought about that in a friggin' decade. Just thinking about that, right? Because of that sticker. And yeah. So another one, this is okay. 770, 107.7, 104.5 Radio K. So that's pretty cool. That's 2 stickers in this one. Sorry. There it is. A little one. Nope. Is that a little one? Is that cut? Feels like it's cut. Yep. Yeah, it's cut. So there's 2 stickers in one. That's cool. Back in the day, right? If I had my, I do have a skateboard under the bed because I bought it for $8 back in the day. You pay $170 for that. But anyway, I put stickers on my, on the bottom of that because it made it glide faster, right? On the board. So another sticker. Oh, this is a cool design as well. Korase. Jinx in stores. Oh, this is Streetwise. Okay, hold on. Gonna have to check this out. This is actually a band. Never heard of it. All right, let's go check out who this band is. Kwarashi. Mr. Jinx. Oh yeah, so that's that one there. So this is it. Yeah, Jinx. It's from 2 years ago, and this is.
Circle with the clear, I got my life worked up. It ain't as cheap as one fix. I got links on it, the same internet war. Ain't as deep as I've been. Now I got Justin in my corner. I keep up, but they don't want me back in. No, my love is so big. I think my head is cracked. It's smack in my face. Ain't always giving me the baseline. That ain't a place time. Get back, what's mine? This ain't no rhyme about a junkie and run. Another buck.
Oh, sorry, my bad. So they sound to me like Beastie Boys. That's it. But a bit more mellow Beastie Boys, not that hard Beastie Boys. It's more of a, you know, it's got hard beats, but it's more mellow Beastie Boys, right? I'm sure if you're a muso, you know what I'm talking about, or if you've listened to Beastie Boys, you know. So yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I'm happy, so excited about that one. That's good music to check out. Let me make sure, because you tend to forget these things. So let me see if they've got a website, or not a website. Sorry. Oh, here they are. So this is their. No, it's on the topic. Wait. If they have YouTube channel, no, they do not have YouTube channel. Everything from them looks like it's from just topic, right? But oh, it's an Icelandic band. Oh, check this out. Didn't even know. So it says here, Karasi is an Icelandic rap rock band from Reykjavik, Iceland. The group consists of rappers Hosi Olafsson, Omar Hoxson, Steiner. Guys, that's why I call myself Aru, right? Because I find it hard pronouncing my own name sometimes when people repeat it back to me. All right, Steiner, Ori Filstein, Solvi Blondell. Well, that's pretty easy. For live shows, Karasi was joined by guitarist Smari Tofor, Josephson, voices. Oh, wicked. So they actually play with a live band when they're doing a live show. And Goku Olfason and DJ Dice. The band came back together in 2016 and is planning on releasing a new album. The group released 5 studio albums from 1996 to 2005. It's pretty cool. 155 videos. I'll give you the YouTube generated channel, but for the topic. But I mean, it sounds like a cool sound to be just chilling out to, and for me especially because I like hip hop, but I can't stand it because they always say the N word over and over and over again, and I just despise it for that. I like the old school, and this sounds really cool. And it's kind of sad when you got white people singing black music, yet it's clean. Wish we had clean. I'm sure there's more clean stuff coming out, but I just wish there was more of it. I wish that was more uplifted, promoted more than the whole gangster, kind of like a like a lot of swearing, a lot of N words in it. But anyway, sidetracking. So a second from the surface. This is cool. I love simple motif kind of art as well. Like when it comes to stuff like this, it's just strikes you, right? I was thinking one of the things, like the pentagram that was on the bottom of the art I was just telling you about before, for that's coming out soon. I just received this 4th inked page from Templeton, and one of the covers is a succubus, and underneath her she's actually on a pentagram with the round thing around it, like the ring around it. So this is pretty cool. It just stands out. Like, it's a simple thing. It's like that Dirty Rotten Imbeciles album, right? So it's like this. It's like the mosh. And it's like this, I think. It's like, oh, what? No, hold on. It's like this. And like one arm like this. And it's a yellow circle. Let me see if I can find it, and I'll show you so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Right? I just, coming up with all these stuff. So DRI logo. I think it was logo. Yeah, it's this one here, right? Usually it was like the yellow. I think for the band, like the band itself had the yellow one on the album that I had. But this is it here, right? See, it's the mosh, right? So you know that's what it is. So it's like when I see it, I know exactly it's GRI and it's them, and it's like, you know, it's like when you see this, right? When you see the M from, you know, when you see the M from Metallica, you know it's Metallica straight away. And same thing with me with Megadeth. I can see that mode of the M, and I know it's Megadeth, right? And Iron Man, if you see Eddie, you know it's, you know, their guy. It's like, so that's pretty cool. Like having something like that, you know, it's pretty full on. So our second from the surface, this is I don't know who that is, so let's check it out. A second from the surface. Spell it right with these fingers. Second from the surface is this band here. Not my thing. I don't like screaming, but I love the music. The music was pretty cool. Like, yeah, it's like another kind of like a punk death metal. So that's pretty cool. So this is on the Public Radio, Minnesota, right? So, like I said, radio stations are cool. And next up, oh, this is a cool one. Rhyme Sayers, Entertainment Monopolist, St. Paul. That's a cool logo. It's more like a biker, you know, reminds me of, was that the guys who did Black Betty? Can't remember the band name. I like they did a remake of Black Betty, but it looks like kind of their logo. But that's so cool. I love this, man. This is just the design so cool. This is Smokies handcrafted edibles. Yeah, we don't have them in New Zealand. At the I mean, like we have them, but like we don't have them in stores, right? Or cafes and stuff like that, like you guys had over in America. And that's the thing that guy, like I saw him before, Johnny Somali is finding out in Korea because that's illegal in Korea, and he was using it, so he got arrested for intoxication and for that. And so, oh, okay, this is gonna be 711K. All right, this is a hard one to check to figure out. Anybody know what that is? Horror. I get it. I get it. It is kill. Hua. Is it kill hua? I can't make it out. I know that's Kill, right? But I can't figure out what the other part is. If you can figure it out what that is, let me know. Like that. Yeah, 4-1. Was it like 4-1 here? Yeah, it's weird. Like, it's cool though. I mean, like, I just wish I could read it. It's like a death metal band name. It's like you're like trying to figure out what it is, but like now it's like the worst kind of like they've gotten so far now. It's not just like the way Death used to do it. You can tell it's Death. Now they've gone to like scribbles. It's like, I guess it's an inside thing, right? You got to be in the scene to know what that means. It's like graffiti that's really, really bad graffiti. Oh, this is cool. I've always wanted something like this because that's all. I mean, always wanted one of these because I've tried. What I mean is like I've tried the beers, like a couple of the American beers, specific ones that they mention always, but they've always mentioned Pabst as well. And I'm like, I would like to try it, but I haven't tried it yet because they haven't got it here yet. But I have tried Budweiser a few years back, and because I always like to try new things. That's one of the things that I've always, been about, like new foods, recipes, drinks. I think I was one of the first person that was really into smart drinks when in New Zealand, when they had them like this tall with a big head guy, and it was just called smart drink. It was like a can, and I bought 2 of them. They were $5 back then, right? And that was a lot of money back in like 95 or something, like 98, 96. Yeah, it might have been about 98. Oh, this is cool. Film music cocktails. This is another really good, like it's similar to the art on, where'd you go? Wait, there. So it's similar to this logo, right? But look at that. So that's what I mean. Like it's similar to that logo. So instead of like the, you can see how simple that is, but like hold on. It's not gonna work. There we go. Right? Down. So you can see it's very, similar, but it's a different style. So film music cocktails, reinventing culture. This is caipirinha. I think that's is that Native American? Indigenous American, Native American. Caipirinha.com. Did I spell that right? Make sure. Kaipiri. Oh, no, I missed it. There's another I there. Caipirinha. Sounds like caipirinha. Oh, it hasn't opened up yet. So this is what it takes you to. Cocktails coming soon. Right. So it's it is a film music cocktails. So it's an event. I guess it's an event venue place. So that looks pretty cool. All right. Oh, another sticker. Let me see. Make sure it's a sticker. Feels. It's a matte. This is different. This is one of the first ones that I've got, which is a matte one, right? So everything else has been gloss, basically. Yeah, everything else was gloss. So this is kind of like a semi-matte. Tapes and tapes, walk it off. Right, so let's see. This tapes and tapes are banned. Tapes. No. Tapes. Oh, it is? It's a band. So let me grab this is them there. So in sister. I was gonna put on the next stream, I'm gonna do a Steve Albini.
Charlie and sister, your brother is a blister. I'll be here to come in your dress tonight. When you go and you're all alone, are you still afraid of home? Do you lie in bed and cry? Your father said I lost her. Your brother said I fought her. But I stood still and I'm in your arms now. And when you rush, I'll call your name like Harlem Square. Oh, call your name and don't you know I'll be your passion. And don't be tough and don't be shy. Just hold my lips and say good lies and know that I will be your bellboy. Keep
So that was Tape and Tape. Another new band, never heard of, discovered. So now that was kind of like punk rockabilly, right? It's like that one you want to dance to with your girl at a barn dance, but you're wearing black, and that's the music you ask them to play, right? Because you're a metalhead. So that's pretty cool. So the next one is The Art of Rhyme, a film by Kevin Fitzgerald, aka DJ Dynamic. This is freestyle. So let's have a look at the. There's a sticker. Are we doing it right? Are you focusing? Nope. So let's have a look at the freestyle trailer. See what that's about. There's so much stuff in this thing that's like so good, right? This is, it's like all these little things. I get to discover new things. Freestyle, The Art of Rhyme. The Rhyme trailer. There we go. So, Los Angeles Times. This is cool. I had a friend who does freestyle. Like, they really like rap.
When I was like about 16, my mom used to drag me to church like for every year prior to that. And they had me, I was like the hippest cat in church. I was hip hop is in my blood, man. It just runs through me, man.
There's two different art forms. Written rhymes and there's freestyle.
The reality of how hip hop got started is beautiful. It almost looks like a fight.
Rap is poetry. Poetry is expressing yourself.
The goal of freestyling is to throw something out once and you can never do it again. That's what makes it free.
We're just bold and brazen and just in your face.
Yeah, rhymes go mad. Though they sample it from the records, then they take it to the pads. The pads, one time to make it. When he plays the pads together, then he makes up the beat.
It was a bloodbath. It was big circles of just cats who had razor sharp lyrics, just slicing anybody they could.
You get no taste, you just a waste of good flesh. If you couldn't test what I got, otherwise it's a show shot. Make you jump out your Reeboks while my big brother bust the beatbox.
Freestyling is coming off the head, straight up making it up, straight up rhymes out of your head, not nothing that you wrote down.
I don't write none of this shit. I strictly come off the biscuit.
Oh, who is it? Yeah, that is the one. Black thought the mad exquisite. Kid to get evicted out the house, so I can't do that.
You really can't freestyle if you don't know anything.
Yo, the sense. Junctions had me selling drugs at every function, but you know something.
Synergy, raw style synergy, recognize symmetry. Come try to injure me, broke them down chemically.
You gotta know something. That's the bottom line.
That was cool. And I think I'm going to have to watch that, man, because that was cool. Because, look, like I said before, I had two friends who used to do freestyle, and this is like around about early 2000s, late around about 99. And so one time I actually wrote a beat for them, right? I actually bought this Roland electronic instrumental thing. So you could actually type in, you could program in the beat, you could the bass and everything. And so I put it out there, shoved that into the friggin' mixer front of house, and they'll be up there rapping to that. So yeah, I love that. I'm old school when it comes to hip hop, right? And music, metal for me, metal and like Public Enemy, and Iron Maiden and Megadeth is what I was listening to. Right, mid 1980s. All right, that's what I've grown up. So it's always been like, it's not one or the other, but metal always won out because I've always loved the stories and lyrics in metal. and that's always like I learned so much, learning about like Alexander the Great, right, from Iron Maiden. I mean, seriously, it gets you into like researching who the hell those people are, right? What are these guys singing about? What like Murders in the Rue Morgue? That's a friggin' place, and that's actually a book, right? Or Iron Maiden, it's a freaking weapon of torture, right? All the stuff you get to learn about because somebody is putting that into a song. So that's this. Go, check it out, man. That's out there now, right? When did it get released? This has got like that's what I was trying to figure out who that was. That was mostly right? Mostaf, right? He was there. Like I recognize his face, but I couldn't remember who he was. But that was Mostaf there. It was like in the group of huddles of people near the end. So you got Black Thought, Bahamadia, Freestyle Fellowship, Questlove, MC Supernatural, Craig G. There's so many people here. Darkleaf, The Last Poets, Divine Styler, Juice, Living Legends, Jurassic and Medusa, Planet Asia. So many people are featured in that. Yeah. All right. So next up, Merge Records. So it's a record company, right? And by the way, the reason I've got all these there's music things, stickers and bands and stuff, is because Nate, did I put Nate's channel up here? He does like secret spins. I've talked about this on this channel before, but if you haven't, if you have not, if you have not visited Nathaniel Mars' channel, broadcasting live from Mars, transmitting live from Mars. This is Nate's channel here, and so when you what he does is he plays secret spins, right? And what that means is that he just puts on a vinyl while he's working. Once a day, or when he's got it on. So you don't know what's coming on until it's on, right? So do please check it out. His channel is transmitting from Mars, and this is what I've got from him, right? All the stuff I've got is from this one box, and we haven't even got to what we need to get to yet. I'm just putting out all these flyers and stickers, and the reason, like I'm saying, I've got all this vinyl, stickers and stuff, and put it here because I can't get not enough room on the table. Is that because he's into music. He plays records. He's a connoisseur of music, and he's into vinyl. And so I got a whole bunch of this stuff. There's a lot more in here, but I haven't got to that yet. So next up, we've got Twin Cities Con. Oh, another convention. Let me pop that off there. So there's another convention there. I don't have no idea where Twin Cities is in the US, but Minnesota, right? So Minneapolis. It's actually coming up this weekend. Look, it's actually, well, for me it'll be tomorrow, but for you guys it'll be in 2 days. Yeah. So on Friday. So if you're anywhere close by, do go check it out. Look at that. That is awesome. So please, like I said before, it's putting on events, especially pop culture events. It's a tough gig. Need lots of volunteers, lots of helpers, helping, lost kids, whatever, trying to entertain, everybody. And that's great. Conventions are a great place to get inspired and learn and talk to new people, new creatives. And I always come back with stuff. Like I'm always out about $150, $100 whenever I go to conventions, because I just want to be able to support whoever's doing whatever. Because I think, even if you just want it for your collection, or even if you're never going to read it, if you're able to, putting it means so much, right, to a creative. But if you can, if you do read it, it's even better. But if you don't read it, you can always give it to somebody who's interested in it. All right. It's kind of like that pay it forward kind of thing, pass it on. So please, yeah, it's on this weekend. All right, Minnesota, Minneapolis, Twin Cities. Please go check it out. It'll be great. Now, flea markets. Flea markets are always cool. So this is Extreme Noise Records, a flea market. So, well, this is actually a record, but like flea market's always cool. Because I hunt down Like I hunt down and buy old stuff like toys. Like seriously, I just got a bag of random Lego from an auction site today. But I can't reach it. But but I'm always like trying to get my hands on stuff like this. I found at the bottom of a bin, right, of like toys, like all sorts of like random toys at a hospice thing, like a thrift store, like a family thrift store from Salvation Army. It's because I just always like to grab stuff that's out there. I think I made that myself. Um, just because I like picking up my own or making my own badges. So whenever I see a badge that's incredible, of course, I always like to grab them or make them myself. This one I made myself from a library event a convention that we had, and the library was making them, and I'll just sit down there with the kids, cut up my own little badge, from their like their old comics, and then make the badges up, and then like I'd make about a dozen, and I hand out about 7 or 5, whatever, to my friends who would volunteers. Go, here's for you, and then keep whatever one I wanted, and and hold on to that. So now this is live music in the beer garden. This is June through August. This is Summer of Sound, Surly Brewing Company. That's pretty cool. Wouldn't mind trying out that one. Like I said, I like trying out new craft beers and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Almost feel like grabbing one now. It's pretty hot in here. We're going from spring into summer right now, and that looks pretty cool. Is that Fundic? Fruidicus. It's pretty cool. Live music in the beer garden. So it's like, this it's a promotional thing, right? So they're supporting this this event that's on, and it's like 2-3 month long event. So it happened in June to August this year. So like I said, I always love the artwork, man. Look at that. It's cartooning. Right. Next up, this is Cinema of the Massacre, Mondays in September. So this is a oh wow, they played old school movies. Don't Go in the Woods, 1981. Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives, 1986. Is that 86? Part 6 came out in 86. So it's Long Weekend, 1978, and Just Before Dawn, 1981, and The Ruins, 2008. So that's the earliest, like I said, about 20 years old. So this one is Cinema of the Macabre, Mondays in September. I wonder if they're still doing that. That's in Imagine Willow Creek. Imagine with an E, right? So if you're out that way, maybe just go check it out. And maybe it's not, they're not doing the horror one. They might have something else on. Okay, so next up. Okay, Travas Fook Music Presents. Looks like death metal to me. There's a flyer for death metal bands. Kind of looks like a elephants. Yeah, it looks like there's elephants and stuff. So that's 3. There was 4 bands for $15 US. So that's like about $25 New Zealand. So that's not bad. It's almost like $5 a band. And that was, what is that? Grave Slave. So let's check out Grave Slave. Grave Slave. Oh, spelled it wrong. Wow, C instead of B there. So it's Dead Cross, Grave Slave. All right, so this is Grass Pop Live. So I didn't know that Mike Patton was in Graveslave, so that's pretty cool. And there's a band called Witch Yield as well. So let me see if we can find Witch Yield. So that's Mike Patton being Mike Patton, basically. I think it's whenever he does like anything aside from Fred No More, he's always like that. It's like either screaming or just then mellowing song in the song. I think I still am, but I used to be a huge Fred No More fan. I grew up with Epic like when it came out, and I owned everything. I think up till King for a Day, for a Lifetime. Yeah, I think that was the last album I actually physically bought. Excuse me. Witch Yield is the next one. Oh, sure, I had it spelled right, and then I thought I spelled it wrong. What is it? Is it not Witch Yield? Witch Yelled? It's missing out an I. Which? Huh. Okay, so WITCHYELN? Witchin? Ah, could be Witchin. Maybe I'm spelling it wrong. No? Witchin? Nope, definitely not Witchin. All right, we'll pop out of that because that doesn't make sense because you get a little girl on there, and I'm not going to put a little girl on this thing. So this is extreme noise punk rock. This is record store. It's pretty cool. I like the rip thing of that. It's pretty cool. The logo designs that. Oh yeah, by the way, that's in if you want record, music in your Minneapolis, or if you're in Minnesota, or you're driving through, do stop in and check it out. It's like something like whenever I go to any town, any city, I always hunt down the secondhand stores or the thrift stores because I'm like, I could find. I'm sure there's something I can walk out with. And like the other day, we were in Russell and we just stopped while my sister was getting a cake for my dad's 85th because we traveled it was a 5-hour travel day. I was like, really wrecked me for 2 days after that, and just yeah. Went to a Bay of Islands, Duke of Edinburgh, where it's a motel and it's also a restaurant where the Queen Elizabeth, when she came in around the 60s or 80s or whatever it was, she stayed at, right? So that's how top-notch this place was. And we've been there for like my dad's 75th, so it was like a 10-year anniversary of his 75th birthday, so we went back for the 85th. And so I forgot what it was about. Oh yeah, I stopped at a Salvation Army store. Oh no, it was a Red Cross, and I bought a little Mustang. I think it was like a little white Mustang. Either it was a Corgi. I think it was a Corgi. Yeah, must be a Corgi. I've got like 100 of them now because I've been picking them everywhere. Right. So now I know this, but I don't know this. Right. I know this, but I don't know this. I know this logo, and yet I don't know this logo. So I know if I do like a Google. So in case you guys want to get to it first, right? Oh yeah, cool. Cheers, dude. Awesome. Yeah. So one thing I do because and this happened, I got recommended this because I don't know nothing about this. So if you ever want to find out, what something's from, take a photo of it and look up Google Glass, right? So I mean, go to Google, and they're like, I'm not sure if it does on online, but on your mobile, it's got this little square just in the corner here, right? And I didn't know it until like maybe about 6 or 8 months ago, because I kept asking on the Lego thing. It's like, where's this from? Where's this from? Where's this from? Because I'm picking up random Legos all the time, and you know and they go, well, just use Google. So what's Google Glass? He goes, oh, this, and I go, sweet. Now I don't have to ask everybody what it is. I can just go, right, take a photo, and it is Black Flag Bars is Black Flag. See, I knew, but I didn't know. So this is even awesome. Now, if I remember, and I've like I've had like about 7 or 8 head injuries and concussions, so my memory's always crap. So let's go check out Black Flag. Isn't that friggin' it's not Dennis Leary. I know Black Flag really well, but I just my brain is just not wanting to work right now on that. This sucks. It's a punk band, and it's not even like there's somebody else called Black Flag now, and I gotta go to band. There we go, punk band. Yep. Go. Yeah. I know exactly where that's going. Hold on.
Stars, try to go. Rock, we're gonna rock, take this storm, what we say. Rock, we're gonna rock, can't stop what we do. Rock, we're gonna rock, when they can't do the sound. Rock, we're gonna rock, wait, what time? Yes, God has got us. Let's go use. Society's under control. Rock, we're gonna rock, take that rock, can't be themselves. Rock, we're gonna rock, rock behind our back. Rock, we're gonna rock, rock,
It is going on here. This is my metal. This is my metal. What we call my metal coat of arms. Right. So that is going to go probably. Where are we on the right? Yeah. So you can see, right. My metal coat of arms has got. Keep calm and don't blink. But like this is the one I've been putting together. Like I haven't like when I was younger, like in my 80s and 90s, well, 80s, right, and mid 90s. So 10 years, 85, 95. I would have like a denim jacket, no sleeves, all that thinged up, with a Iron Maiden or a Motorhead patch on the back, and then studs everywhere, right? And then also wear like blue jeans with the front all removed. You know, when you got like when you like get holes in your jeans, it's like all this ruffle stuff. So on the sides, I would just like go down the. Let me see if I can show you. Really carried myself just there, but basically, you know, you remove all this in the front of the jeans, and then you have this big, huge back patch on it. So it's not jeans anymore, but the tassels from that will just like flow down the side. You might, I used to have like 2-3 jeans like that, and it'd be like Megadeth, Iron Maiden, and all those patches on it. So like it'd be like actual row of patches, and you'd have like 3 of them, and so you like basically your metal armor, right? Metal head armor, and you know that's your uniform. And so this is going to go on this one that I'm remaking now. I mean, doing for myself after all these years, right? So I thought I'd slowly put it together. There is that's cool, man. Like having a new badge. This is going to be sweet. Oh, and I got a badge. Talking about death metal being unreadable. Right? This is what I mean by death metal band names being unreadable. I have no idea what that is from, man. So this is the state of metal now. It's like you can't even read the name of the band. I mean, death metal, not metal, but death metal bands. You just can't even make out the name of bands. So that can go on there, but I'll look like a poser. So I got to learn to like figure out who that is, and then do the same thing I did before, right? Oh, away. Google's asking me how to, is this what you're after? Are you real? Hold on. So photo again with so we can find out who this band is. Nope. Take a photo. Let's see who these guys are. Dark Throne. All right, let's see Dark Throne. Yeah, that's what I mean. I know straight away. It's like that's death metal. There's no other reason for it, but like, look, right? So it's Dark Throne. 2 words. I knew it was kind of 2 words, but I couldn't figure out the first word, right? So I thought it was like death. But Dark Throne, this is right. Discovering another band. Eternal Hails. Okay. Do they have a live? Give me a live of Eternal Hails. No. Oh, here we go. Old Dark Throne versus New Dark Throne. Okay, so there's this. Let's watch this one. This seems like it's fun. That's pretty atmospheric. It's got real hardcore like punk beats to it, like so that's pretty cool. All right, check that out. Now I think I'm all out of flyers. All right. Okay, now we're getting to some package stuff, right? We've gone through like probably about 50 stickers, flyers, and a pin and a patch. Already blown away. Very excited. Got to discover new music and everything. Now I got a salted nut roll. I don't think I've ever heard of this company. Pearson's. Never heard of Pearson's, so I'm happy to try this out. And I love chocolate. I think I've got working my way through a white chocolate caramel Maltesers. So yeah, that's my next step. So that's pretty cool. So food. all that stuff. But now we're getting some comic stuff. So Metakishi, never heard of that. So this is quite interesting. So this is a collect them all. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Venom of Spider-Man. That, of course, is Todd McFarlane art, right? And that's Venom, created by Toddy, I think, if I remember right. Okay. So I like stuff that's just like I don't have to tear into, because it just means that I can still keep the box displayed, because, like I said, I like these sort of design stuff. I always kind of like to keep, anything that looks cool like this. This is a pretty cool thing. Oh my God. Like I said, I've never heard of this, so seeing something that I've never heard of is pretty cool. Right. So that's a bit loose, but that's and the thing. So I'm going to be able to fix that handle. So check this out. Right. This is like a little lunch box. Right. With is that an eraser? Yeah, it's an eraser. Right. So there's one of the early Captain America, King Kirby. Yeah, it's like an updated kind of tribute to Jack Kirby. So one of the probably the keystones of creators, artistic creators behind Captain America and a lot of other creations, right? So this is pretty cool. So this is from Toy Sapien. I've started on and off, like I've been trying to find some really cool old lunch boxes, because I'm just a geek when it comes to pop culture stuff. Like seriously, if you knew what random crap I have in this studio apartment, you'd be going, why the hell do you have that? Right? Yeah. Well, for you guys, it's Thursday for me, and it's about 6:19 p.m. So it's evening. Wu-Tang again. So I love this. This is so cool. And this is like for someone who doesn't have space and wants a lunchbox, this is what you do. You buy a little lunchbox, right? So there's about 10 of them. There's Venom, there's Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Spider-Man. Wait, did I say Iron Man twice? It looks like there's 2 Iron Mans. Yeah, and 2 Spider-Man. 3 Spider-Man and 2 Captain Americas. Yeah, so what was it? The other day I found a Optimus Prime eraser at the, like I was saying, like at the bottom of this like bin, because like Sally Army, like they have these 2 bins, and it's like they just get stuff that they can't put on a shelf, like that's actually big enough to sell on its own. So they just chuck all these things into the bin, and then I go in there, hunt for little pieces of Lego or something that's missing of something else, and I'll find a piece of that, and then I'll put away, and then I'll find like maybe a week or two, another piece of it comes out, and oh, that's what it's passed for, right? So yeah, excuse me there. So this is cool. We'll have to go back in there, or maybe outside there, so it can like look really cool. And with this, I don't have space, so I'm just gonna have to put the box next to, on top of the Harry Potter, like I said, random stuff, right? Harry Potter snow globe. Oh, you can't see his head because he's out the other way. Is that the way? Yeah. There you go. Random stuff, but it's pop culture, and I love it. Right next to my Lego Storm minifigure. So yeah, I'll sort that out later. Oh, this is one of the little ones I found the other day in the bottom of the freaking bin. Right. Sort of X-Men or something, or random stuff. But right. So next up, this is Zombie Mask, dead, stretchy, one size fits all. Check that out. So it includes 1 times fabric zombie mask, great for fancy dress. And we just had Halloween go past last week. Warning, this bag is not a toy. To avoid the fact you got to make, whenever you see something like that, you know someone's tried to, right? Hey, pumping vinyl. It's like, this bag is not a toy. To avoid suffocation, keep out of reach of babies and babies and children. Of course, but yeah, it just means that somebody let their kids play with a bag, right? That you got to put a warning on there and then turn out well. See how this looks. Okay, which side's front? Oh yeah, this side's front. So it's stretchy. There you go. I think it looks creepy enough, but I mean, I think I look creepy enough without it, but seems okay. And it's very comfortable too. It's breathable because it's like, basically it feels like a thick what do you call, like a lady's nylon pantyhose. We call it pantyhose in New Zealand. So I know that Americans like to call it nylon or something like that. Or is it British they call it nylon? But this is cool. Right. Back in the package. All right. So that's 2 pop culture items. Physical items, I should say. I know this this is a longer stream than I thought it would be. We're already up to 2 hours. I didn't expect that. Now, we're getting to the comic scene. Oh, yeah. Daniel, I don't think I have a Daniel Claus. This is. I don't think I have a Daniel Claus. What you call it? I might have one, but it's hardcover. I love comic books. I don't care what condition they're in, and anything like hardcovers. I picked up manga a couple of weeks ago from X Library and stuff, and then I pick up. Oh no, there was X Library mangas that I paid money for because they give you away free, right, from a secondhand store. And some of them they end up costing heaps. So this is cool. This is going to go in my edition on my shelf. I'm running out of room, but I'm going to make more room. I have to I was like, the other day I was thinking, like, I think I might have to go to the ceiling, like really layer it, go to the ceiling, and then reconfigure this so this is in front of like the comics and not in front of the toys. But that'll be another day. So now we've got a whole bunch of comics, like lots of bagged and boarded comics. This is I start with 1. So this is a Free Comics Day Stranger Things comic. And this is, of course, also featuring Stranger Things. But this is Hellboy comic, also featuring thing. So what year is this from? Is it? Can't be 2011, was it? It's recent, 2024. So this year. Which one is this one? It's a fortune teller. I've got the one with the skeleton on his back in graphic novel and release. I love Mignola. Like we were just talking about recognizing somebody's work, right? Mignola, right? Mike Mignola. But of course, there's a Kiwi artist who actually works for Mignola and does work for like on his Frankenstein series and a couple of others. So I can't remember his name now, but yeah, awesome edition. I do not have any of the House of Slaughter, so I'm quite excited for the House of Slaughter. I missed out on like when it was first coming out. So is that the whole series? This is from James Tinian. So there's 3 of those. Look at that simple cover design, man. It's pretty cool. It makes you like think, what is it? You know, why is the cover not like pretty out there, and like why is it so simple looking? But that's because, you know, it's a mystery of it. Like you have to figure out, and a lot of people probably didn't buy it because they're like, oh, the cover doesn't look the way they wanted it, or isn't it flashy? But then it's like there's a mystery to it, right? There's a variant cover. Oh, wicked! This is a Ultimate X-Men variant cover. This is the most recent, isn't it? Is it about Peach Momoko? Is that Peach? I'm not sure. Let's go look it up. Let's open up. Oh, there's a Sandman in here as well. This is number 3. So this is cover artist. Yeah, Peach Momoko. Red. I love her work. I'm not so sure about it, like being part of like the for X-Men, but you know, some people like it. But I love her cover art. I love her style because I'm into manga. So yeah, you know, I love it. That's awesome. It's a variant cover as well. And we got a 53 from hell. That's like about 40 years now. No, 30 years. Sandman. I used to have like the ultimate, Absolute Death, which is the hardcover with the whole. But somebody wanted to buy it, so it ended up like selling for $150 at one point when I was at my shop. And this is Scarab, number 1 of 8. Looks like, who's the artist on this? John Smith and Scott Eden. Might be better. Sick stuff, man. I love Vertigo. Huge Vertigo fan. Like, huge Vertigo fan before somebody else took over and ruined it. Oh, it's Garth Ennis, Pride and Joy. And of course, I'm a huge Garth Ennis fan as well. I've got Preacher, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got the hardcovers of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, like the thick stuff. And I've got a couple trades of it, but I think I've got the almost complete, and like 30 of them are signed. The Boys, right? I'm a huge Ennis fan, so that's pretty awesome. And that's number 1 of 4 as well, which is pretty cool. John Higgins, I know that name. And of course, the Book of Magic classic. Didn't they put them in like didn't they go to the Dead Boys? I think there's a Dead Detectives Club, right? Yeah. Oh, she writes and draws it. Yeah. So it's kind of, that's the Uncanny X-Men, the new series they put out. Yeah. That was Book of Magic, and this is Book of Magic again. Yeah, the Dead Boy Detectives is a new series they've put out. I think. Let me just look it up because I think it came out, and I haven't really looked too much into it. I just saw the trailer, or did I just Dead Boys Club? So it's Dead Boy Detectives Club. Yeah, that is Dead Boys Detectives. So this is it here. There you go. So that's them there. I've read the Dead Boy Detectives, but this kind of didn't appeal to me somehow. It just didn't look like what I kind of wanted to read, even though I've read all the comics.
To welcome you to the Dead Boy Detective Agency. We help ghosts resolve their mysteries. Ghosts who cannot let go.
Dead Boy Detectives?
It's Aces, right?
It's just a stupid name. I would like to hire you. I've heard you're the best.
We help ghosts whose cases would go unsolved.
The cases no one else can.
The savior of the broken, the beaten and the damned.
the psychic is paying off. She is absolutely not joining the agency.
You know, I can totally hear you guys.
We're pretty bang on detectives when we're not hiding from death. He spent a bunch of decades in hell. It's a technicality.
Sorry, I've got to take you to hell.
These two boys are cheating death.
You are my best mate. I wouldn't want to be dead with anyone else.
This sweet moment got really heavy.
We'll carry it. We'll carry it. And though we are sick, I believe me. Just memory will carry it.
Our deaths didn't matter. And no one ever saw them. I'm not going back to hell.
I just want to help. It does matter.
We have to help. Even if it's scary. And the odds are bad. And we might die horrifically.
Nico, that was amazing.
Thank you. Oh, did you guys know zombies are real?
So that's the thing. So I think that's like from a continuation of the Sandman, right? Because it's part of that whole world. But I remember, must have been like a decade ago, I went through, like, I reread the Sandman because I love the Sandman series. Like, I really love that series. It was really enjoyable, just creating all the different worlds. But I really love the TV series Lucifer, right? Like, Tom Ellis is freaking brilliant. You know, even though it was like a huge change in what they did, but it worked for what it did. But and like totally removed itself from the comic books, which was really good because it meant like you didn't have to compare it too much with the comics. So it'd be like you could enjoy the comics on their own. I think that's what I liked about on that sense. So here's Eternity #1 cover B, Todd Mueller cover. This is from Valiant variant cover. Matt Kind. He's a great artist. I think I like Matt Kind's writing because he's more technical. He's like a Warren Ellis, a B, like not a B, but like a kind of like a different version of Warren Ellis, because I like Warren Ellis because he's always technical as well, science orientated in his style. This is a really cool cover. Look at that. It's like a kaleidoscope. Is it kaleidoscope? Is it Picasso or is it the names wrong? Or is it Matisse? With the artists, like I can't remember if they're like, especially with like the art world, because I'm not really in the art world scene. I'm more in the comic scene. So apart from Gustav Klimt, I really don't look at many people's work because I really love Gustav Klimt's work because of his use of silver and gold. It's something that I used to do when I when I used to do oil paintings and stuff like that. I always use like incorporate gold into my work and also into like design into it. And so he was kind of inspiration for me. That's why I always like. Excuse me. And we've got Yo Hey Studios with Poncho #1. It's pretty cool. Let's have a look at the inside work because I don't know. It looks like a small studio. Never heard of Oh Hey Studios. That looks really cool. It kind of looks like Shane's work. Look at this. The line work looks like Shane's work. Let's go that way. If you pop that away. So I'll show you what I mean by Shane's work, like line work style. So this is my one of my best friends, Shane, his line work style. So you can see the thickness of the lines and stuff, and the way it works. You know, just the styles there with it. I'm gonna put that down here for a bit. So yeah, so you can see, you know, the thickness and the style of the work. So it's pretty cool. I'm sure he's gonna get a. I'm sure Shane's gonna get a kick out of it when he sees it, or when I show it to him, I should say. He's supposed to bring me issue 3, 2 copies of issue 3 of his series. This one here, Chronicles of the Wasteland. So I'm waiting. Yeah, this is issue 2, but I'm waiting for issue 3. So I'm hoping he'll bring it over soon because he's been away for a couple of weeks. I got Sin City. I always love Sin City. So there's Sin City here. I've got a bunch of it, so I'm going to add this to it. I don't think I have this one. A Dame to Kill For. No, I do not have a Dame to Kill For number 3. So that's pretty cool. Marv. Actually, to be honest, we were just, I don't just say I've been honest. We were just talking about Marv and Sin City with Mike Batur just before in an earlier stream that I had with him, talking about his book, which is on right now. He's trying to get a crowdfund for it, and it's this one here. So if you guys, if you'd like, you can. I think you can do it from the US, anything like that, using Visa if you want. He's like 900 away from succeeding. He's got 2 more days to go. So if you want to see a guy, get his crime novel, comedy crime novel, about normal people doing crazy stuff for love, published, and he'll send you a book. Not sure what's going on with my nose. Must be the heat. And so please check it out, support him. I've put the link in the chat, but I will do it again just so you guys can check it out later. Like I said, it's got 2 days to go. He's only $900 away from it, and it's got major support from a lot of local people. But hey, and it'll be good if everybody also can. And we were just talking about like characters and like having Marv and creating characters that like aren't really lovable, but they they do things out of trying to be good, right? So this is 100 Bullets. I love the series. I read the entire thing. I don't think I've read Brother Lono. I think it's the only one I haven't read in that series. I might have missed it, but like good series. I think it's Brian Azzarello. He's amazing. I love Brian's work on Batman, and that's why I read this series. It's just about a young girl who gets hired as a hitman, and they get 100 bullets to do what they got to do, right? So it's a very cool crime story. So let me pop that away. And so please, check out, read that out. So I missed it before it came out. After I started reading it after it had all been done. Otherwise, I would have collected that series because it's really cool. Might pick up. Yeah, I'm just so glad I got one of them. It's cool because it doesn't tell you much on the cover, but it is a good. I wish it would be cool if they made it into a if they made it into a TV series, right? Like a crime drama, it'd be really cool. And it's from like the 90s. When was it? No, 2000s. So 2001. So that was like probably about 98 when it first came out. And I have The Dreaming. I don't think I've got a copy of The Dreaming. So this is cool. Brian Talbot. It's awesome. I like having like one of as many like comics out there because it just means that I can actually, I have to go check it out and read the series if it's, because that's, I think a lot of us there's so many comics out there that you forget that are bad now, that you forget that there's good comics out there as well. So, as a creator, I'm always finding myself buying comics for covers and not reading them because I just don't think there's anything of value within the pages. For me, like I want to escape into the world of the comic and the characters. I don't want to be lectured to. So if I find it being lecturing, I'm not going to, read that. And I don't like to lecture people my own comic books. So why would I want to read comics that are lecturing me? This is cool. This is John Byrne and Grimwald, Bushima, and Drake. The Pet graphic novel. Now, is this one shot? It feels like it's a one shot. The Witness, Colonel Browning, and Spitfire. This is from like the 80s or 90s. Let me check that. Yeah, it's a one shot, what they call the prestige, prestige comic with like about 40 pages or something, or 90 pages, but it's not a proper graphic novel. But yeah, it is a prestige epic series. Is it epic? Not, yeah, 1987, man. Look at that. 1987. Check out the art from Grimwald. And that's Spitfire, the red one there, the character. This is so good. The artwork is amazing in this. And then there's a Nexus here as well. I think I might have a single Nexus, but I don't think I'm not sure of the condition of it. So this is from Nexus the Liberator from 104 Stefan. Who's Petruska and John Wayne. That's this one here. Going back a while, guys. Look at that. Dark Horse Comics. Predator. So this is 92. Is that when Predator came out? Is it 91? Oh, that's when this must be the first time they put it out. Like Predator was 92. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've got any Predator comics. Cerebus, yes. I do not have any Cerebus that I know of. So there's Cerebus, Mother's Daughter. There's, yeah, it's like the Aardvark. I've never really kind of like got it out to read it, and I've always meant to read it and get around to reading it, but I've never really got to read it. I don't know what it was. It's just like everything's like hardcore, and then there's like this friggin' cartoony thing on it. Just always put me off it. So yeah, that Cerebus, Mothers and Daughters, and a couple of those. These are cool. I definitely got to read it. And of course, Dead Star. I remember this back when I was back in the day. This is cool. And we're about one comic away from the records, which I'm really looking forward for. But everything I've gotten so far, I've been really excited about. So that's cool. Oh, Shuriken. Eternity Comics. Artwork is freaking brilliant. Look at that. Might have to look that up. From Eternity Comics. There's another one here, Subspecies as well. This is pretty cool. All new full color series based on the movie. Never heard of Subspecies. So I'm going to check that out as well. So yeah, this is cool. Never heard of this book. All new S.A. Bennett and Wes Abbott. What year is it from? A division of Malibu says 91, so that's 33 years old, this comic. All right. Put that over there. Put that over there. Okay. For the vinyl community, if you're still here watching, this is vinyls from the underground. Well, vinyls from I'm just going to take a moment, guys. We're just going to listen to some music, and then I'll be right back. I mean, like, I'll be back, but we're going to listen to music. I'll still be here, but I'll be You have no idea. Yeah.
To the scene, American is the green. Now I'm not surprised to kill the sheriff. My mama was a queen, but I never seen. I would never bear to be. Now I spend my time with it all around. Far off and there's nowhere to be found. Until I find him, I'm never gonna stop searching. Gonna find my man, gonna jump around. Yeah, you'll see why. This just blew my freaking brain cells away because I lost my copy of this a while ago. And the other one as well. Shit. What the hell, Nathan? What the? I've been talking about. I've been talking about this album on so many friggin' Facebook groups and on and on YouTube channels with metal and stuff like that, right? And my dad had this, and I lost this due to whatever. And I used to listen to this all the time, and this is how I discovered a lot of music. Like, Dad had Deep Purple, Smoke on the Water. There was a double album. AC/DC started getting into it with Highway to Hell, and then my friend down the road had like I think Dad had Dirty Deeds, and then so I could listen to that and then on album, and then down the road Dennis, who's passed away a while back, and he had like all the Iron Maiden and also all the AC/DC. So we used to like tape off his freaking records. So this is where I learned about Jimi Hendrix, right? Purple Haze, Boys Are Back in Town. You really got me, girl. You really got me now. That's from the Kinks remake, right? So look at that. This is like, man, it takes me back 30 odd years. Isn't that 40 years now, right? 85? Yeah, next year will be 40 years. Shit. So this came out like, I was 10 years old when this came out. So, because I'm 73 born, so I'm not even going to open it. This is just so crazy. It's sealed, dude. Like, look at this. This was
if I remember, they said there was an Australian release or something like a heavy, but yeah, it is. It's an Aussie release. Album distributed exclusively by Tel International Australia Limited. I did not. That is so cool. I'm gonna have to show my dad. He's gonna get blown away because yeah, there was a time when I was going through some stuff and ended up like all my music just was gone, and the records went like. But look, seriously, this is what Run to the Hills, this and Live After Death, right? And Run to the Hills was on this. Let me see if we can show you. See, Run to the Hill. Oh, sorry, not Run to the Hills. Number of the Beast, right? And so, formative years, like they say in music, right? Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day. So man, yeah, dude, like I'm so glad I waited for this one last. Holy shit. Like there's a is it Derek, the artist Derek, I can't remember. Derek, what's his last name? Of course, Paul Diano just passed away last week, right? I mean the other week, right here. He sang on Killers and on I think what was the other one, Iron Maiden and Killers, and there was another person just before him. But yeah, I grew up with Paul Diano, right? And then, but right next to that, I grew up with like Bruce, because Bruce was on Live After Death, the double album. Because whatever Dad had, I kind of like when it came to music, I just took it. I didn't ask for it. I'm that sort of terrible. That's why we say I was a terrible child. So I just took it and listened to it and all day long, every day, until I was able to afford my own music, and then that was that. But yeah, like I was talking about like earlier about Murders of the Rue Mall, right? And learning about lyrics, right there. Yeah, dude, Heavy was like the one that like I started buying various cassettes like because of Heavy, because it meant that I could listen to whole other bands. There's one that I've been trying to figure out what album it is. It's had Chalice of Blood, At Dawn They Sleep on it. And because Forbidden is Chalice of Blood and Dawn They Sleep is Slayer. Yet I never bought or listened to Slayer apart from that song for about maybe 3 decades. Because Slayer's album covers always made me go, I don't want stay away from me. Right. But yeah, this is freaking awesome. All right. 2 albums from my formative years of metal. Like probably 2 of the most important. I think it would be the most, but like this thing here gave me a love for Iron Maiden forever. Like, it's just been like made me love lyrics. And then of course Megadeth came along, but I was always like Maiden, Death, even when I stopped listening to AC/DC, because I listened to AC/DC young around the same time, Maiden and Megadeth were there, but Maiden is always was what I was early. Remember I was talking about earlier about fucking right at the start about like album, art making me draw Eddie. Look at that. It all came around. So thank you, Mr. Mars, so much, man. Like seriously, I don't know if anything can top this, because this is just friggin' amazing. Seriously, I oh, it's so good. Yeah. Yeah. I'm lost for words, man. But thank you so much. You probably made my. I'm not gonna say it, but like, thank you so much. I am so glad to have known you, and so glad to share this moment with you guys online, and especially Nate. Thank you so much, man. I did not think or expect or desire, right? Or whatever. There was, you just did not think that you would do this. Send me this friggin' package of such amazing stuff that I don't think anything can beat this ever. To be honest, I do not think it. And, I think the only thing would beat it if I suddenly have a child. I think that's the only thing would beat it. But I don't think anything else could beat this. Yeah, dude. Seriously. I mean, thank you so much. I did. I'm going to close off because I'm going to mumble and look like an idiot and have no words, right? So I am. If I was religious, I'd say I'm blessed, right? But I am grateful and thankful, and all those words of gratitude I feel, and I am humbled. And I'm not even going to say I'm humbled because I think that's even makes it tedious, pretentious. So, but I am grateful. I am totally grateful, and yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I'll of course. I've returned after sorting this out, after making sure that everything's going to work out properly now. But yeah, thank you so much, man. And for the vinyl community, thank you for hanging out, and for everybody else. Hopefully, Greg saw, his bit about, excuse me, Boomtown Con. Please prepare yourself if you're in Texas. Get your cosplay ready, get your artwork ready. If you're a creator, writer, whatever, go support it, whichever way. And also, if you're streaming and the comic community, pop culture community, do tell people about it, do talk about it. I think there's a lot of negative stuff, people downing, and even I do it sometimes, but you got to put salt in there and put sugar in there as well, right? You got a lot more sugar than salt. So yeah, love what you love, do what you love, as long as it's not illegal, and be safe, be well. I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this long stream. Didn't expect to be this long, but I am so grateful for today and for everybody for hanging out. And if you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. I never ask, but I just kind of like, I'm not like a normal streamer because I don't remember shit. I forget stuff. I should start writing things down, but I'm grateful for you guys for hanging out. And thank you so much. Bye, everybody. Keep well, be safe wherever you are. Have a great weekend, great week. Oh, by the way, there's an event on this weekend, right? In Minnesota. So do find out about it. I think, was it this FriendCon? Where is it? No, that's October. Always November. Hold on. Let me find it before I leave you guys. Which one? Where'd you go? It was here somewhere. Like layers of it. Is that one? Yes, it's this one. Yeah. Go check this out. Twin Cities Con. All right. It's in Minnesota this weekend. Minneapolis. Right? Go check it out. There is it. All right. If you can use that, I'm not sure if it works on you like this, but if you can, zoom in there and grab it. But anyway, Twin Cities, go check it out. Please support your local community cons, local cons, because it's important. Because I know how hard it is, right? Having done it and started it and helped other people do this. So please, all right, good night. Catch you next time. It is now 7 o'clock. So we've been in here for 2.5 hours. Wherever you are, be well, be safe. Ka kite ano, be well, and we'll see you next time. Catch you in the next stream.